Season's greetings, everybody. I know for students this is not a fun time of the year. It never will be once you're a student because nothing is easy when you have finals and last minute assignments to get done. It's really hard to think about any celebration. For me, I do celebrate Christmas, but I seriously won't start until, probably December 23rd, when all my grades are in and when I can finally say, it's going to be a nice semester break. So whatever celebration you have at this time of year, from winter solstice to Kwanzaa, we just had Hanukkah, to Christmas, or just the feeling that you want to enjoy the time off from school, I hope you have a good time to refresh and also be proud of what you've done. For those who have finished another semester, 3 more college credits, getting closer to your goal, the only one you can really thank for that is yourself. Onward to our class. Now, time is ticking, as we know, and I just want to show you what you already know, and I know I'm a broken record, but I'll show you anyway. Where we get our grades from, most come from the oral presentations. Many of you have been doing the discussion boards in exemplary fashion. I have never seen so much great content input, but that is 20% of the grade. Important to do, but just 20%. The final exam that's open is 15%. 2 people have done the final, and you did A work, except those same 2 people are people who did not finish the presentations. So the weeks for the presentations go like this. If you want to go into the folders and do a video, click the link for VoiceThread, launch, start assignment. I put a URL in where it says URL, save, and submit. So those weeks are for the self-introduction. If you haven't done it yet, it's on week 2. Motivations for choosing your profession is week 3. Informative presentation is week 5. Persuasion, week 7. And then the interview, the beautiful interview, that would be posted on week 12. And then following that, the very next week, week 13, is the final word. I want to speak about the interview. So if you're doing, and some of you couldn't do the journals that well, although you all tried, because not enough people posted to the videos, and I get that. But the discussion boards have been great. And so many people have posted to discussion boards but didn't do the videos. And if you see there, 20% for discussion boards, 15% for final exams, that's only 35%. So you need to get going. And just do your best. There's always a time limit to every video, 2 to 5 minutes, 4 to 6 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes. Just do the 2. All right, back to what I wanted to talk about today, the interviews. There are 3 interviews that have been submitted, and each one of them gave tears to my eyes and a warm heart because they were precious. This is Haley, and Haley interviewed her paternal grandfather, Randall, who loves rock and roll, invented a game called Molar Ball, thinks math is done for fun. And you could just tell that Haley has a wonderful relationship with her grandfather. First of all, he said yes to do this assignment, which already I think that means they have a great rapport. But you could see that she was giggling through it with a big smile and her warm heart. And Haley just did a great job. And then, let's see if I can click to the next one. Paige interviewed her mother. Let's see where the mother is. There she is. And her mother is a dental hygienist, which is a huge profession. And the mother, Christine, was as natural and sweet, and they shared a good laugh together. And again, just like Haley with her grandfather, Paige and the mother, this warms my heart. Your parents are there for you. And Christine did an excellent job, and Paige did a wonderful job. And both Paige and Haley should keep these videos in a time capsule, because this is wonderful to show the rapport between family members, mother and grandfather. And then we had Stella. Now, see, you won't get to see these unless you post, and this was posted on week 12. Once you post and submit, you can see each other's. Stella here is interviewing Armando, and Armando is in the field of human service. Armando never uncrosses those arms, but you can see a softening in his face because Stella did an excellent job, phenomenal job being calm, relaxed, and she did relax Armando by her words as they had the conversation. Stella was very confident and very clear with her questioning. She was asked good questions, and Armando didn't bolt. He did not cross those arms, which shows that he was still being a little bit just warming himself up, guarding himself a little bit. But he did soften in his voice, and that was skill from Stella. Because this is what's going to happen, as you know, with your clients, right? Your clients are going to be nervous, and you have to be the rock. Now, yours is just your freshman level classes you're taking now, but you will see this all played out when you are with clients, right? How important it is to have good questions, which both Haley and Paige did, and Stella's way of commanding the situation to calm down Armando. Not that he was nervous, but you could tell this was not something he's used to doing. So this is another time capsule for Stella too, because this shows what a good relationship she has with her friends. Those are harder to do, the interview, because you need another person. So at the last minute in the last week, and everything closes on Friday at the stroke of midnight, you don't have much time. But you could do the other presentations. You could absolutely do the final word. And Haley chose to do the final word about the opioid epidemic and who is really responsible. And she's talking about the drug companies. And it was wonderful commentary. And it was all her opinion, but she was spot on. She's got it right. And the others, you could do that definitely, right? You probably could do a persuasive one. Look at the little handout above. But persuasion just means convincing someone of something, and it does not have to stay in the realm of social service. It could be in your own personal life. It could be lighthearted, like what to buy someone for Christmas that you don't have much money, under $5. Maybe a scratch ticket or make something homemade, right? The art of persuasion. And I say 4 minutes. But at this point in the semester, if you get to 3 minutes, I'll be like, great, great. And on week 5, the informative. So you could do those on your own and then go into VoiceThread. So get the credit for this class. Any work I've seen from any of you has been well done. But for some, you have enough to get a good grade, but some of you don't. So you need to pump it up. Please do it. I'm looking forward to the semester break. I'm sure you are too. I do not know, I haven't heard from Nicole how the other half of this class is. About the Intro to Social Welfare. I hope well. But this is just the beginning of your college. So even if you had an off semester, this does not define you as a student. If I was defined by my freshman year in college, I would never have continued. I had my stumbling blocks. I had my times where I just wasn't paying attention, and you're bright enough to do anything you put your mind to. But you'll also have to consider the other factors. Some of you had some emotional things happen really hard. One of my students, I think from this class, has a family member who's in a shelter right now due to those tornadoes, and she's going to have to go down and get that person out and bring her. So she's already said she's just going to do the best she can to finish up the semester, and she knows it's not her best work, but I'm saying amen that you're even trying. So people have had challenges, lots of challenges, and it's not fair. Life is not fair, but it doesn't have to be perfect to get it done. You do not have to be perfect with your presentations. Just make some effort. I will recognize that and move on. I hope someday to see you walking somewhere. I know I'll know Haley, because who else has that smile? And Paige has that effervescence, and Stella too. It's just and I miss students who started off the class in videos and then I haven't seen them. Some of you have been in touch with, some of you I haven't. But I always wish for the best. But even if you don't do well academically, the most important thing is to do well as a human being, and also take care of yourself and others. And don't lose your dreams. Don't lose your dreams. I mean, some of you are probably going to be getting A's and B's, and life goes on. And some of you might be struggling to pass your classes, and life still goes on. And you are still a wonderful person. So never let that define you. All right, happy semester break. I know Christmas is Christmas and people get excited, and Kwanzaa is Kwanzaa and Hanukkah is Hanukkah. Oh, but I just like the break. I just like a moment to breathe. My house is dusty. It's not easy to keep up with chores when you're trying to do other things. You have delighted me with your videos and with your words in the discussion boards and journals, and I recognize and appreciate your efforts.